Well, gang, I figured out that I need to low-key make a filler vid, so today we will be reviewing the Marvel Legends X-FORCE Archangel. And of course, first we gotta get to the box. So, hold on, I gotta low-key bring this up more since this box is pretty large for the wings. So, bottom, of course, X-FORCE, Hasbro, Archangel right here, the warning label, and then Marvel Legends logo right there. And then in the front is a giant window that shows almost all of his accessories. Actually, no, I think that is all of them. Hold on, bringing it up a bit so y'all can see him. Alright, then on this side, see a concept art of Archangel, and then down here with the X-FORCE logo. Then back here, I love it because it actually explains Archangel. I'm going to go ahead and read it. After having his feather wings mutilated by the Morlocks, Apocalypse turns Angel into the deadly Archangel. Everything else is just in other languages. And up here, X-FORCE logo. Down here, other random stuff. This side says Archangel. Another concept art. And that's all for the box. Now, let's get it out of the box. Alright, here he is mostly out of the box. Let's go ahead and take out this. And we have the two trays that shows everything that he comes with. So as you can see, it comes with a figure, an extra pair of hands. Both of them are open hands, but one's more open than the other. Screaming head. Two pairs of wings. These are the connector for the four wings. And then feather shooting piece, which I also still have to figure out how to put them on. But I'll figure it out. Anyways, now let's get him fully out of the box and let's go over design. Alright, so even without the wings, this dude still looks really good. Very detailed. I don't think there's any... So far, I've actually had this guy for a bit. And from what I've seen, I haven't been able to come across any actual, paint rubs or any big problems. I mean, I've come across a few problems with the articulation, but I'll get to that part when we get to that part. And let's go ahead and go over articulation, then do accessories. Even though the accessories, I'll also show the articulation for the wings. So anyways, so head, look up this far, which is kind of good. Down this far, which is also pretty good. Can't really move side to side well, since it's on the disc ball joint. Alright, then ab crunch. It clicks. You can go this far down, this far up, but it does look kind of ugly. That's the only thing I don't really like about this ab crunch. These types of ab crunches is because it just makes it look ugly. And then there is swivel right here. Also very lightly clicks too. Sadly, no butterfly joints, but that's to be expected. I'm just going to go this far up. This far forward. This far back. Back here, you could see the holes for where the wings go. That's going to go to the legs. Legs can go up this far. There's swivel right here. Now, I have to be careful when doing this, because if I do it like this, it actually sort of starts messing up the boot swivel. That's my main problem, is that these knees are tight. They are really tight. So I think if you could, definitely get some lubricant to lube up these legs, because these knees are pretty tight, like I just said. Then there's boot swivel and ankle rocker, and it can also go up and down, which that's also pretty tight too. So honestly, I think you should lube that up as well. And now, with the articulation done, let's go ahead and get to the accessories. First, we'll do the heads. So for heads, he has a neutral head, where he's sort of just giving a stern look. Then also a screaming head, which is it looks really good. Like I must say, the paint job on this head sculpt is actually from Marvel Legends, from what I've seen, this is the best I've seen so far. And another thing about the design, I've kind of seen that the the seam, there's so many seams on this figure. Like right here, the seam is like popping out. And just could be ugly to some people, so you've been warned about that. I want to fix his arm. I don't know why his hand's doing that. Just keep like this. But let me show you, like back here, you could see that the mouth is molded, and the tongue is just molded, and it kind of is ugly back here. But you're not gonna really see it much unless if you get it from like a really bad angle. You can slightly see it. But other than that, that's all for the heads. And now for the hands, he comes with a pair of fist hands. And then he comes with a pair of open hands. But as you can see, one hand, aka this hand, is more open than the other hand. And now we'll go into the big accessory, the wings. Alright, so here are all the pieces for the wings. Let's go ahead and start assembling them together. So this will, of course, match to this hole right here. So we'll go ahead and start finding the pieces for it. So this little hole, it plugs in there right here. Yes, this is another 4-winged version. I personally hope that later on in the future we can get a only 2-winged version. Since like in the OG comics he only has 2 wings and he doesn't get flipping 4. Anyways, so then this just, I gotta be careful, and it just snaps in right there. Then what you do, just plug it into his back, and that's one pair of wings. Let's go ahead, run it back though, and set up the other pair of wings, which is literally just the exact same way. It's just, reversed. And then line that up right there, plug that in right there, and then we get this, and boom, we now have his 4 wings. Now, here's how it's articulated. So, there's hinges right here, so when one's not obstructing the other, this one can go this far, this one can go this far, but if they're obstructing each other, then together, they go this far. Well, it's it's very large, so I'm sorry if you can't get all of them, if you can't see all of it. But with that, then right here, there's also movement right here, and then on these wings, you could fold them more inwards, maybe to like block him, like to block any oncoming attacks, which is kind of cool. And now he does come with one more accessory, which I will go ahead and show now. First, I gotta take it out of the packaging, because honestly, I still need to figure out how to make them work. But it's these thingies. I was thinking that maybe they should plug into somewhere on the wings, but they kind of don't. I'm assuming you just have to let them just hang on the hand, I guess. I should have definitely done my research on how to use these hands. Like this, maybe? It doesn't matter. If anyone could tell me how those work, I'll probably pin your comment, because I want to know if they even work. And that's all for his accessories, and now let's go into the height comparison. Firstly, here he is next to the Maximum Spider-Man. As you can see, he is... Actually, they're around the same size. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, they're around the same size, which is good. Yeah, it's just good. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Deadpool Wolverine. Here he is next to Demoniacal Fit Broly. And finally, here he is next to Romance Don Luffy from S8's Figure Arts. In my conclusion, what I say to get this figure? Personally, I think yes. I haven't really gotten much into X-Force, but I will probably get into X-Force later, because I honestly just like the designs of them. And yeah, it comes with a decent amount of accessories. And I also honestly kind of forgot how much he is. I think he's like $30, maybe. Either 30 or $40. But anyways, other than that, he's still pretty good. It comes with all the accessories that you need for a good Archangel. And the head sculpts. Oh my god, I love the head sculpts. It's just, they are really well painted. And they just look great. Now, that being said, the review is outdone. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. I'm currently at 783 as I make this video. And if this video gets to, let's say, 25 likes, I will low-key just start an X-Force collection. And I'll do videos on it too. And yeah, that's all. Peace.